Well, here we are again. For the past few months, the chatter surrounding Neopets and its plan to reinvigorate the site has been a whirlwind of excitement, good news, and renewed hope for the game, letting its old player base watch it slowly but surely fight its way back up from the depths of internet hell. For some, this is a great sign that a few of the old internet treasures have been saved and their childhoods aren't all lost to the death of Flash. Others are, well, Adam Powell. I wanted to discuss this in my Neopets New Era video, but the moment I started adding it to the script, I realized the madness kinda needed its own specific coverage, so whether you've been a longtime Neopets fan or have never heard of the game, this is some good old-fashioned hobby drama you're gonna want to hear. So without further ado, let's hop right into Adamgate. This wouldn't be a horrible little rat fuck video essay of mine if I didn't bore you to death with some backstory, but in all honesty, it's definitely needed here. Adam Powell, if you don't already know, was one of the original creators of Neopets, alongside Donna Powell, Donna Williams at the time. Adam grew up with a heavy interest in programming, creating his first video games at an incredibly young age and eventually choosing it as a career path. In 1996, during college, he began work on his first game using his university's network, a multi-user dungeon game called Dark Heart. He credits this game as his jumping-off point for creating Neopets only a year later, aided by Donna, who was an artist and would serve as a visual designer for the site. He also cites Pokemon and Tamagotchi as original inspirations for Neopets, which duh, but I figured I'd throw it in. I don't know, fun fact for you. Adam and Donna believed that teenagers and college-age kids were being underserved by the rapidly growing internet and decided that they would try their hand at creating a website to curb their boredom and make some money from banner advertising. After a few years of hard work, Neopets launched in 1999. It was not, however, the Neopets most of you grew up with, and it certainly wasn't the Neopets we all know today. The beginnings of the website were pretty humble, but to their credit, spawned my absolute favorite Neopets designs ever. The Bruce, based on some random-ass British celebrity named Bruce Forsyth, had to be removed due to copyright infringement, but he's still in our hearts, or at least he's in mine. Look at this freak. The Aisha was a spiny little geometric figure who I wish stayed this way, and the Minchi was just some guy. It also should have stayed some guy. The site was real, authentic, and had just the right amount of character to make it a huge hit. Adam and Donna, however, were not at all prepared for the boom in popularity that the website would get, and ended up first looking for investors, which is where the famed Scientology issue came in, before eventually selling to Viacom in 2005. This ended their involvement with the Neopets company altogether, meaning that all decisions made on Neopets post-Viacom are not Adam and Donna's doings. Keep that in mind for later. The first project the two hopped on after leaving Neopets was founding Meteor Games, an online independent game studio which planned to, quote, cross the appeal of social networks, web-based casual games, and traditional massively multiplayer online games. In 2008, the studio's first major project was announced to the public at the 2008 Penny Arcade Expo, an MMO, or massively multiplayer online game, called Twin Skies. The plans for it to be an MMO were quickly scrapped, changing it to a Flash game release due to economic problems. This was 2008 after all, so I can't blame them too much. The amount of information on this game is incredibly limited, but the original reception to it at PAX and in general on the internet seemed to be good, and the two creators had very high hopes for the project. It was, as I'm sure you've gleaned, eventually cancelled around 2009. Twin Skies was not the only project by Meteor Games, however, and I was honestly really shocked to find out that the company was responsible for a few old Facebook games. If you ever played Island Paradise, you might also be shocked to know that it was their doing. They were also behind Ranch Towns, so not only were Adam and Donna responsible for you learning about capitalism, they were also responsible for your favorite 2010 time suck. Interesting at the very least. Not really relevant, I will say, but I don't care and this is my video, so you have to learn about this too. Last but not least, the two also worked on Neopets Treasure Keepers, which was a spin-off of Neopets also on Facebook. You were able to sell items to NPCs, earn prizes that could be used on Neopets.com, and go on quests. I truly had never heard of this game until I dug deep into Neopets lore, and I was an avid Farmville player, so trust and believe I knew my way around a Facebook game. The general internet itself also tends to have absolutely no collective knowledge about this game. Neopets Treasure Keepers had an incredibly short lifespan, seemingly shutting down the same year it was opened. Meteor Games and all of its projects were shut down in 2012 after massive layoffs. After Meteor Games closed its doors, the next peep heard from the two was in 2013, announcing another new game titled Moglings. Almost nothing was said about this game, I don't even have a logo to show you, and it was announced that production would be suspended about a year later. If you're seeing a theme here, yeah, you're not insane, but unfortunately there is one more game that Adam and Donna worked on that is very instrumental here to our story today. This one actually hasn't yet been shut down, but that could change at any moment, so don't hold your breath. In June of 2020, Adam, using the name Boravan, made a post to the blockchain forum Dfinity. Dfinity calls itself a non-profit organization with a goal to promote the use of the blockchain and crypto in and of itself. Before I actually begin, I'd like to be clear that this video, while not necessarily focused on crypto, is coming from an anti-crypto perspective. I'm doing my best to write this as objectively as possible, but I fucking hate cryptocurrency, and that is going to bleed through. So if any of the bros that somehow stumble across this video would like to call me out for just being a massive crypto hater, feel free to, because you'd be right. In any case though, back to the post. If you don't know what the blockchain is, I'm not the best person to explain it due to not wanting to, but it is a system used to track crypto transactions in a peer-to-peer fashion. One big receipt for everything legally done using cryptocurrency. The post, detailing a plan for a new game made using the blockchain, read, "Hi everybody, longtime Dfinity follower here. We're a small team working on a virtual world/game and looking for advice about exactly which parts of the project we could move over to the internet computer." In this case, the internet computer that they're referring to is an infinite blockchain that runs at the speed of the internet, I guess. It's very affiliated with Dfinity and it's one of the things I really like, I don't know. So my first project was Neopets.com, and like Dominic, which by the way is not Dominic Law, we'll get to him later, but the founder of Dfinity, who also worked on a virtual pet website, I made the inevitable transition from cute fighting pets to decentralized computation. For the past 3 years, I've been working on Dragons. It's like Neopets meets a crowdsourced Minecraft world. It's free to play, makes no profit, and is governed by the users. We had aimed to launch on Ethereum, but we know some of the Dfinity team are blown away by our progress, so switching is a no-brainer. Dragons is a very, very ambitious project that's probably going to take 10 years to reach its full potential. It's a 2,000 km cube of rock that our players hollow out from the inside, creating a very vertical fantasy world. Think Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, Mines of Moria, Undermountain plus Dro, plus a lot of other inspirations. Players work in teams to submit level design for 10-meter cube chunks, and as more mechanics get added to the game, these chunks are iterated, making for a very dynamic, evolving world. So basically, Adam had devised a plan to create a free-to-play game that only used its earnings to keep the site running. Later in the post, he discussed using the blockchain to trade pets and items, and have said pets and items be initially purchasable via crypto. On the actual website for Dragons, it states that the players themselves would basically be stakeholders in the game. Nothing could possibly go wrong there, right? Speaking of the website, it's kind of insane. I went looking through every corner of it that I could find to give you an actual rundown of what this game was aiming to be for players, but the unprofessional vibe of the whole thing made it a tad hard to do so. Listen, I'm not saying I'm a very professional person. This isn't a dick measuring contest with Adam Powell. I'm just saying it was a little hard to navigate. They seem to have almost no actual idea of what will and won't be in the game, but here's the best description I could find. Quote, "You play a fantasy character, will probably have elves because like every game has them, who has been summoned to hatch and look after a baby dragon. You can craft items, trade, breed, and evolve your dragon, and then go on adventures in a massive fantasy world that's built by the players. We're using nice, shiny, ethical, non-planet-destroying blockchain technology because we feel it's the future. After considering building a game on Ethereum, which is another blockchain shit thing, we pivoted to the internet computer in 2019. For the first time, it's possible to put an entire MMO on-chain, and that's a good thing. Yeah, you know, classic company language. The updates have been minimal, and that's about all you need to know about Dragons for the purposes of this video. But if you'd like to look into it more on your own, I can't stop you. There's one more important piece to this puzzle to discuss, which is Neopets NFTs. Yep. In July of 2021, the Neopets metaverse was announced as a new project being worked on by Jumpstart in collaboration with two crypto companies, Cherrypix and Moonvaults. If you don't know, and God bless you if you don't, NFTs are a crypto-based get-rich-quick scheme involving selling digital images that are minted via the blockchain that were promised to grow in value and make the owner rich in years. They became quite a craze around this time, and Neopets seemingly wished to join in on the fun. The Neopets community was, for good reason, very unhappy with this. This project, headed by current Neopets CEO Dominic Law, was a failure in almost every sense of the word. The Neopets community as a whole took to protesting the idea due to the blockchain's horrific environmental impact, the introduction of cryptocurrency into the universe of Neopets, and the overall scamminess of NFTs. This wasn't even the first time something like this happened. Neopets also attempted to make NFTs in 2017 called Neopets Crypto Quest, which failed dramatically and made almost no revenue, scamming the people who did actually buy into it astronomically. The Neopets metaverse was thankfully cancelled earlier this year when Neopets announced its new era, and its assets will be reused in a new project called World of Neopets. So, Two roads diverge into a yellow wood: Adam Powell's cryptocurrency game and the Neopets community's hatred of NFTs. In this case, the yellow wood is the unofficial Neopets Discord server made and operated by the Neopets subreddit. The Neopets subreddit and the associated Discord server are usually seen as sort of a safe haven away from the strict rules of the site, though many TNT members, current and former, are in the Discord and tend to post regular updates despite it being technically unaffiliated. It's made a name for itself as a more open forum for the discussion of site events, but it also tends to be sort of a madhouse for drama at times. P-Gate and Willow Tally drama discussed in my last Neo video. It's full of players who can pretty much say whatever the fuck they want and anyone can join, including, for some reason, Adam fucking Powell. On the fateful day of June 29th, 2023, a user named Boravan joined the Neopets Discord server. Many people have Neopets themed usernames, and I'm sure many a person has attempted to impersonate Adam and Donna before, so it really wasn't anything to gawk about until he started posting. His first message to the server was a screenshot from Reddit of a comment discussing dragons that read, "Adam and Donna are serial liars and grifters who leech off of the Neopets community that exists in spite of them rather than because of them at every possible opportunity. They do not hesitate to throw their users under the bus and gaslight them whenever they feel the need, and this is a crypto bullshit game. The exact sort of project that attracts the awful, awful creeps that have plagued the Neopets metaverse, the official Neopets crypto project filled with homophobes, transphobes, serial harassers, cheaters, liars, and frauds." For context, there were some screenshots thrown around of people using slurs and just being overall shitty people in the Neopets Metaverse Discord server, so there's another bingo check to add to your card. Adam and Donna did one very creative thing 24 years ago. They haven't done anything worthy of your attention since. He simply captioned this image with, "What?" He continued on without any reply, saying a lot has changed over 24 years. After this, people began to pick up the fact that this was either Adam or someone impersonating Adam, and came to the most likely conclusion that this was a troll. This is Adam. Prove it. I can't. Mention one thing about crypto and everyone loses their minds. This was unprompted, by the way. After some understandable disbelief, he continued on with, "No, seriously, this is Adam Powell," which certainly added a lot to his claim. "Why all the crap about dragons? I just want to work out whether I should bother explaining my new game to you." Clearly, people didn't believe him, which prompted him to ask the server to question him in order to prove he was really who he said he was. Of course, most people shitposted, but he did begin to post legitimate screenshots of him using a Neopets email address and some photos of him and Donna at parties that theoretically only he would have. Eventually, one of the moderators was able to confirm that yes, this was in fact the man of everybody's dreams, Adam Powell. He quickly revealed that his main purpose for joining the server was not only to bitch about Reddit comments, but to discuss dragons and hopefully bring new members of the Neopets community into his project, which is pretty rich considering what we'll learn later, but I digress. "Dude/dudettes, I'm trying to recreate Neopets. I thought you'd be happy about that," was added. People were not, in fact, happy about that, citing that Neopets was absolutely a website that still existed, as well as clones of the original site like Grundo's Cafe that were currently operating. "Okay, well, I tried," he responded, followed by, "I guess communities after 24 years tend to suck," which is a slightly insane thing to say while pitching your game, but still, he continued. "Sorry it," meaning the game discussion, "was drowned out by other crap, although the new game is going to be amazing." Oh, cool, tell us about it. Do I have to censor that on the image? I don't know. Well, it's called Dragons, and it's the spiritual successor to Neopets. Same humor, lots of the same game design choices. And the crypto bit doesn't fucking matter because you won't even know you're using crypto. With a game seemingly founded on the idea of making an MMO solely based on cryptocurrency systems, that is a really interesting way to market it, but the community continued to be skeptical of anything he said. Can you elaborate here? It's actually just easier, fairer, and a better platform than the internet. You don't need a wallet, meaning a cryptocurrency wallet. Yeah. The pushback from everyone, especially considering the crashing and failing of Neopets NFTs, was loud but surprisingly civil in the beginning. Most people expressed their dislike of crypto, how they felt it was a scam, and questioned the environmental impact of this new project Adam was working on. He responded by saying, "No, crypto is going to take over the world. You guys don't understand it," which is probably my favorite rebuttal to a fair argument ever. At this point, the server's moderators began to step in and ask him to move this shit out of the Neopets channel and into general, which he did not. There are very few times where I wish I used Facecam, and this is definitely one of them. I really wish I could just side-eye you guys right now. I wish I could. He continued to interact with the general chat, mostly making remarks about the Neopets' workplace being toxic for him and Donna, but not really adding any details as to how it was toxic for them, so I don't know. At this point, Donna herself, who apparently had sepsis, truly sorry, I hope she's alright now, joined the server and posted some of the original Neopets art under the username Thyasa, which was the name of a Neopet that she owned. She then said, "Anyway, I'll come back when we have anything of interest to show and I'm not ill. Contrary to what you may believe, we have actually been trying our best to make a game that is free forever, owned by the community, and can never die. We hated the marketing stuff. Facebook Games was for survival, not choice, and we have been burnt by psychopaths far too many times to count." Donna was overall a lot kinder to the community at large in the few messages she did send, and seemed to have a grip on people's skepticism and understood the general vibe of the server. Adam was in fact still speaking though. He then posted a message which, Jesus Christ, was a ChatGPT response from an input telling it to pretend to be Adam Powell. I shit you not. And then, the first image of God ever to be seen by human eyes was posted to the Neopets Discord server at exactly 2 p.m. Pacific time. An image of Adam Powell, 46-year-old man, flipping off the camera. This confirmed to every person who still believed that he was an impersonator that they were interacting with the real guy. Then it was back to crypto shilling. He did say that he was gonna go get another beer, so there's that. He also announced that they had moved the art production to Midjourney, an AI image generator. So yep, this game is gonna be entirely based on AI art. You do not understand what we're doing. I have 41 years of programming and degvelopment. This is the shit. What I'm trying to say is please don't let the last years of crypto turn you off our game, because crypto is the antidote to all the world's ills. It really is. I have nothing to say about this. Like, I genuinely just don't. Let it sink in. Anyway, Donna posted pictures of their cats. The chat continued to escalate, mostly caused by Adam himself continuing to escalate, and eventually devolved into a full-on crypto argument and discussion of the legitimacy of the entire crypto market. He then told everyone that he was going to buy Neopets and make it horrible for some reason. Not really sure where that came from. And then, I fucking hate Neopets. Wish I never made it because of this chat. God, I love this story. It's so fun getting to say this shit. Soon after this message was posted, the moderators banned Adam from the Neopets Discord server, and all went fairly quiet on his side until Jelly Neo posted a recap of the events, which is quite frankly iconic of them, I won't lie to you. The recap discussed his appearance, what he said, and added some interesting context. Apparently, Jelly Neo received some screenshots of messages from Adam in a Discord server made for dragons, which showed more ranting, as well as a lot of hate speech and other concerning content in his chat history. Who would have thought this? Who would have thought this? Certainly not me. Certainly not me. I would have never thought that Adam Powell would do this, especially after his behavior in the Neopets Discord server. Not me. I would never. I was, of course, very curious about what these messages actually said, so I went undercover and did a little bit of digging. I believe that the messages that Jelly Neo received were found in an unofficial Dragons server made by other Redditors. I did join the actual official Dragons Discord server created by Adam with a fake Discord account, but that server was created about a month after this all went down. I did find discussions of the unofficial server in the official one, so I can be sure that it existed. However, when looking through the official Dragons Discord, Adam seemed to display similar behavior, just a bit more toned down. I don't want to show a good amount of the messages here because they are offensive content, but I can in fact give you a single taste, which may be my favorite message I found. Picture it. A GIF saying happy birthday to another member with Animal from the Muppets. Adam replies, they prob got rid of Animal as he doesn't fit an inclusive woke stereotype. That was totally unprompted. There was nothing that made him say that, by the way. I want to be clear. It's so funny to me. I will say though, please don't join that server. Don't go in there. Anyway, back to the Jelly Neo quote. So I couldn't get into the other Dragons Discord server to snoop, but the iconic quote that many Neopians now treasured was first revealed in this article. In that server, discussing people in the Neopets server, he said, I hope they live forever in poverty. I want that on a t-shirt so bad. Even if Adam got the money, I would buy it. Please somebody put that on a t-shirt, that or the middle finger, or on a poster or something. I just really want to have it in my house. Anyway, you'd think that this would be the end, right? Guess again. This is Neopets, baby. It's never the end. Adam took to the Jelly Neo comment section to express further anger toward the community at large, where he also called someone a cow and discussed getting pissed drunk in front of J.K. Rowling. It's like sometimes two things in the world just completely intersect. It's crazy. It's so insane. It's like two vile people in a room together. What will they do? What will they do? We don't know. Everything else he said down there was a repetition of his time in the Neopets Discord server, and it was pretty much all crypto related. You don't really need to hear more about crypto at this point. I think you've heard enough. I think you deserve a nap, to be honest. I deserve a nap. I'm gonna go to fucking bed after this. Goodbye. Goodbye. Anyway, that is the story of Adam Powell's short-lived Discord rant. As a closing thought, I wish Adam and Donna all the best, really, and I hope at some point they can genuinely see Neopets as the fun, engaging, and interesting community it is. And I hope whatever anger problems or just general awfulness that Adam is facing right now gets better. I don't mean this video as any sort of harmful, nasty commentary on the fact that Adam decided to start acting like a dick in the Neopets server, okay? I mean it as a way to look back on this, reminisce on it, and laugh a little bit, because sometimes when you make a fool of yourself in public, people will laugh at you. However you feel about dragons, however you feel about cryptocurrency, however you feel about Neopets as a whole, you have to admit that this situation was absurd and crazy and funny, and we got some of the best Neopets memes ever out of it. I hope you all live forever in poverty, by the way. It does make me sad to know that Neopets' creators see it as something vile and unworthy, but I am sure as hell glad that it isn't owned by them anymore. We will continue to play it, have fun on it without Adam and Donna, and maybe someday we'll get to see another project that will inevitably fail, or maybe they'll finish one. I don't know. We'll see. All we have to do is live and find out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it was fun for you, and if you have any personal hobby drama or beef with Adam and Donna, let me know, because I would love to hear about it. I'd also really like to recommend Izzy's videos on the entire Neopets controversy arc, and also just go check out all of Jelly Neo's work, go check out all of the cool sources that I linked down below, because they are what helped me make this video, this funny little bitchy video, because I love being a bitch. I love being a little bastard bitch. Have a happy holiday. I know this is probably gonna go up like day after Christmas or something, which is kind of crazy. Jesus Christ, this year is going by too fast, but thank you to all of my members. Stay safe, stay wonderful, and goodbye.